Josephine Kime, Mayor, Madam Chairman, Governors, Mrs Wilkinson, staff, parents and girls. Firstly, I would like to thank Miss Kime for her captivating and humorous speech. I too love Beyonce as much as you do. I feel so honoured to be sharing the stage with someone who has achieved so much. As I stand up here, I would have never imagined that this small newspaper article from 2005 would be the major reason to why I have been given the opportunity to share with you my fantastic experience at HLC. 8 years ago, my mum was given this piece of paper by my old priest, Dr. Sarah Archer, that read, "No choir school for girls. If your daughter is aged 8 to 14 and looking for an academic, boarding or day school with a strong tradition of church music, we may have the answer." While searching for secondary schools with my parents, I was almost certain that academic, boarding, traditional choir, and in particular Harrogate, were indeed not part of the criteria. So, when the prospect of starting HLC arose, I was definitely surprised. Being a young, shy, quiet 10-year-old at the time, hard to believe I know, the idea of starting a boarding school 210 miles away seemed daunting. I was apprehensive of leaving behind everything I was familiar with and embarking on a new journey, but I'm constantly reminded that change brings opportunity. Opportunities have been plentiful at HLC, and it is safe to say that somehow I have managed to take advantage of many. We are so fortunate to be part of a community that offers us numerous occasions to try something new, take risks, and thrive in unfamiliar situations. In our ever-evolving world, the term globalization has been frequently increasing in use. An international network continues to grow in our world, and inevitably, HLC does the same. I am proud to have experienced a diverse range of cultures here, and even learnt to appreciate my own more. I never imagined that friends from Russia, Moldova, Korea and Nigeria could ever be so close, and I thank HLC for bringing people from all over the world together. HLC has given us the head start we need in living in a global community at university and in the world of work, and I believe that global citizenship is at the heart of our education. With the guidance of such a loving community, we can now recognise our responsibilities towards each other and even learn from each other. Mrs Wilkinson highlighted the importance of upholding tradition, and I'm glad that HLC has managed to do so, even in our rapidly changing world. The first thing that struck me when I came for an open day were the cloaks. I had never seen anything quite like them. Telling my friends in London about them left many sniggers and numerous references to Harry Potter. Although we have kept up to date with the new uniform and our exciting business school, I will always treasure the cloaks and the strong tradition it brings, and it's coming home with me in the car. One tradition that I will continue to cherish is the chapel choir. It was the main attraction that brought me to HLC. I still remember the days in gallery choir when I looked up to the older girls in chapel choir, one day aspiring to be as talented as they are. Now, I am so thankful to have shared so many memories with such gifted girls. On numerous occasions, we have gathered to sing together, and I particularly enjoyed watching people get so involved when Geraldine Latty came. This proved to me that music does bring us together, and I hope that it will continue to be such a strong tradition in our school community. Boarding has been an amazing experience, and I can honestly say that it has not been without eventful stories. Before starting HLC, my friends told me that it would be like a massive sleepover every day of the week. At the time, that seemed like a child's dream, having fun with friends without parents. Minus the nuisance of frequently having to pack and unpack, I've enjoyed every moment of boarding. I feel like I've been living in a house with all my sisters, as we've become so close over the years. In every house I've been in, from Lancaster to Clarence to Tower, there has been a welcoming atmosphere, and I feel like I can call each home my second home. Boarding has not only been an enjoyable experience, but also character building, as it has helped me to become more independent, especially in Tower. I still remember having a bell ring at 8:15 every morning to tell us to leave the house, so if you were still in bed, you still had some time to make a swift escape. Moving to Tower last September, and knowing that the likelihood of having to wake myself up every morning and leave the house on time was slim. I was a little concerned, especially for my Monday morning breakfast meeting with the principal. However, After living in Tower for a year, I can proudly confess that now I can get up on time and even do my own washing. I'm appreciative of how much independence I have gained over the past year, and Tower has been somewhat of a stepping stone, giving me the courage I need to tackle the challenges of life. My school career has also always been about taking risks, and I believe that they make us stronger people. At HLC, we are given so many chances to take risks that can craft our personalities, helping us develop into unique individuals. We are able to take advantage of all these risks, always challenging ourselves so we can explore our full potential. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far they can go. I've learned so much over this year by realising the extent of how far I can go. Although there have been many obstacles in my path, my time at HLC has been unforgettable, and there are so many people that I would like to thank. To Mrs. Wilkinson, thank you for leading our school so enthusiastically. Over the past year, you have especially directed me admirably. I am truly grateful for the time and effort you have put into running our school with such dedication. It is safe to say that you have become one of the pioneering women of HLC. Helping the school become ever more modern, you are definitely an inspiration to us all. Next, to all the teachers who have given us the most powerful weapon we need to change the world, education. On behalf of us all, I would like to thank you for all the endless hours you have devoted into making sure that we reach our full potential. Watching most of us grow up from our slightly immature ways to now being mature young women, you've continued to show your care and support for us at all times, and we will truly miss you. Also, to all the non-teaching staff, our wonders of HLC, who dedicate so much time to ensure the efficient running of our school. On behalf of us all, I'd like to appreciate everything you do. To Mr. Tillett, thank you for the immeasurable hours you put into our UCAS applications. I can imagine how hard it has been for you to direct moody teenage girls, especially at times of stress, but we thank you for your patience and wisdom. On behalf of our whole school, thank you parents and friends for the vital input you have in organising school events. Your efforts cannot be praised enough. Parents, speaking on behalf of all the girls, even if we don't show our appreciation enough, I would like to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to be part of such an amazing school community. To all you girls, thank you for making every moment at HLC so entertaining and memorable for me. I will cherish every one of them. My prefect team, you have been outstanding all year, taking on roles so successfully, so thank you. I would particularly like to acknowledge the valuable contribution of my deputies. You have all supported me at the hardest of times, and I cannot show my gratitude enough. Finally, Upper Six, where do I begin? We've had our ups and downs throughout the years, but the memories that we have had at HLC will always be treasured. Of course, there are far too many to list now, but I would like to mention a few. Upper 3X is Santa's grotto behind the lockers in the form room, where Annie was Santa. Bacon Brothers, and when we entered HLC's Got Talent with our very own rendition of Valerie. Lessons with Mr. Bachelor. In Lower 5, when we would all stand in the corridors watching fights between certain people. How Mash's English created the word elephantes, which we use daily. In Lower 6, after we finished our exams, we had a lovely picnic on the field, played rounders, and even did athletics. And finally, our amazing, unforgettable sixth form review. I never quite imagined that our time at HLC would come to an end so quickly. You are all, as I have said, more like sisters than friends to me, and I am so privileged to have been able to spend 7 years of my life with such wonderful girls. There have been times when we have laughed, especially at my laugh, and times when we have cried, supporting each other at hard times. Our friendships have continued to grow from strength to strength, and we've continued to grow closer over the past year. I would like to wish you all the best of luck in the future. You are all independent, young, talented women who will shine in everything you do. Always remember, don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, or your curiosity. It's your place in the world, it's your life. Go on and do all you can with it, and make it the life you want to live.
now like to announce the senior school officials for the next academic year. The senior four comprise the head of school, 2 deputies, and the head of tower, who has deputy head of school status. I will announce their names and invite the girls to come onto the stage to receive congratulations from this year's senior team. So would Amelia, Charlotte and Sophie now like to join Nkechi, please? The new deputy heads of school for 2013 to 2014 are Dasha Pospialova, Katie Smith, and Kelly Jiang, who also fulfills the role of head of tower. Would you like to come up, please, girls? And the head of school 2013 to 2014 will be Georgiana Passarelli. Choice, and I think Georgiana now needs some big shoes.